applause for the class of 2022.
Let's make some noise once again, class of 2022, overcoming all the obstacles for the last 2 years. A true show of character for all the students making their way down the field right now. Parents, families, and friends, you may be seated. Students, please remain standing. Let's give it up one more time for the class of 2022. Let's make that noise.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anna Kayla Trujillo, and it is my pleasure to welcome everyone to the class of 2022 graduation ceremony. At this time, please rise. The New Mexico National Guard will be presenting the colors. I would ask that gentlemen remove their hats for the national anthem, performed by Mr. Santiago Tafoya, a junior at Taos High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we wore were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We will begin today by recognizing our unique and close relationship with Taos Pueblo through the land acknowledgement. It is respectful to recognize the unique and enduring relationship that exists between indigenous people and their traditional territories. We acknowledge that we are on historic homeland of the Red Willow people within the original territory of the Taos Pueblo. This acknowledgement will oblige as a reminder of our ongoing efforts to respectfully recognize, honor, reconcile, and partner with the Red Willow people, whose land and water we benefit from in this great valley today. The Governor of Taos Pueblo, Honorable Clyde Romero Sr., will now bestow words of wisdom upon us as we embark on our journey beyond high school.
Good morning. Una nama, mo kumai na o katsal mo kaya tayo na sul kama kiutu sul kapaudo ki kana kui la kama chiwa na mi mo ki mo ina yuto itsuwi mo una mo utipu na ina tipu kama man thatti na ko bimala ho nam kuya tayo ay na tu ko ikusya ma ay yuto ho ani tayo itsuwi na yunan kinawai pui magna chapu kinawan magka tu na ko ma ba Ito utipu na piuna na ipui makao na tipu kama mai na ia ko i mapi mai na tong ko mai na hu te ten tipu na ina hu a kitu pio ina wai kol ko kung himo ko man piu tomon kau ni mai ni pikhia ke basitu ni aga kung toi tobu mamu to nam tai san khum ka thein chiu khonen ka tin te ta nam thu ina khia khum mai na pu pya se hi kina pu da na cha pu pu mai na wa khum pi mai la you don't have na pha cha pu pu mai kyu pen ko yo san yo hi ban na mano ko ya na bo you know hel cha pu ya mai mano khwal pa kina tho kina te ra ko an tho khum mai na bo yo na mo ki lu mai na mo pe ko al sa ma ya na tai sa ni to ko ni wan pi kam ki on ni yo na hi to mai na wa khu nam to mo khum mai na mo pe khia ku hi ba yo na kina te ta ko an tho you know kina wa pu ma ka nam to mo khum mai na ki mo ko ma ki khu chiu mo pi tho sa ma nam khu ya tai wa na thì cuối mà không mà vào phía cuối mà phim không mấy ông lắm ưu tú nó anh đã tin là vậy tới sau nó năm bài nó bây giờ cái phần sai cái cái năm tôm không mấy cá năm tôm mà năm bài nó cũng phía cuối mà phim bây giờ vào mà phía kia năm mà không mấy nó làm chiếu to khu nó từ bậc các bạn tên tới bây giờ nó ở phía ta kia nó phía trái cuối mà phía tay năm tôm mà không mấy nó khu chiếu to mà bị thò xem mà năm to mà không mà năm bộ khất chân mà khơi tay rồi nên thấy thử có ít cái sớm mà bọc bì là cũng ít ở mấy năm to mà không mà nó cứ giờ này ở mấy là phải đi ở tới to bố mà năm khơi tay rồi nó thò năm tay rồi chiếu mà anh nu thò hú ho cả. Yeah, I just want to congratulate the 2022 Taos High School graduates. You know, take care of yourself. This isn't the end of your journey. Continue your education, and you know, you need to have an education to get a job around here these days. Anywhere you go. So get a college education. Just don't let it go. This is not the end of your road. So I just want to congratulate all of you, and I thank all the people here from town, from Taos Pueblo, for attending this ceremony, for our Taos High School seniors, and may the Great Spirit take care of all of you. And I thank all tribal government officials from Taos Pueblo that are here, and all the rest of our tribal members that participate today. So congratulations, 2022 seniors, and also, I want to thank the Taos High School principal, the school board members, everybody involved in this high school, all the schools. You know, we have a good relationship. We've been having meetings about all kinds of stuff that we're planning on doing. So we have a good relationship with the Taos school. So let's keep that going strong and continue our education. So I just want to thank all of you again. Ta, Tukwe.
Tao ta khom sa tu no ma ga ma pi tho sa ma yan tu ma lam yu ta ma kon po bo yu nam kinam wai ni pe ka ga yu da 20 the class of 22 im graduate ho kina tho ma yu nam kinam wai na ona ya na mi pe ka ho yu tho ya ma ho yu na he pa ho ta na poi me I tu pu me ho ma na wi ho ba wi li ma no do ta ho ma na yu thai ma mo le ho yu thai ina khi yak ki pa ho ta ho ke yu thai ya ma khon na tho ma chu ta bo kha nam ta ma nam chu yu nam ma kon po ba kina mu ai ni pe ka ga kina tho ma. With that, I'd just like to congratulate the class of 2022. This is a very memorizing moment in your lives here. Some of you will continue your education. Some of you will join the workforce. And some of you may join the military. But just remember, this is your home here. Come back to Taos and contribute to our community. We need you, younger generation, to carry on our traditions, to carry on the respect here that we have here at Taos. We have a lot of history here. We have a lot of things in common here with the Pueblo, the town of Taos, and the surrounding area. I just want to say thank you. Thank you, Mayor. all the dignitaries that are here. Thank you for all the planning from the schools, and most of all, thank you, the class of 22. May you continue your education, and may the Creator grant you a safe journey. Thank you very much. Yohoga.
Thank you for those words of wisdom. Before I begin today, I would like us all to take a moment of silence for the teachers and students that were lost this week in Uvalde, Texas, and also remember their families and friends. Thank you. I don't know about you all, but throughout my senior year and leading up to graduation, many people have told me, you've grown up so much, or you've changed a lot. And while that's true in some aspects, I also feel like I've remained the same in a lot of ways. There are so many things about ourselves that we want to change, especially going from childhood to adulthood. There's a pressure to start acting grown right away. In Mr. Hahn's class this year, I had an important realization. It's simple. We are who we are. There are so many things about us that aren't going to change. Those specific looks or quirks, mannerisms, whatever they may be, are a part of us, and we must learn to accept them. And like most people, I'm excited to see how you grow and evolve, but I'm also excited to see how you stay the same. Congratulations to you all once again. And as class president, I would like to present the class of 2022 gift. If you would refer to the back of the program, we wanted to give the school and district a banner welcoming everyone to Anaya Field. The first student speaker is the class of 22 co-salutatorian Louis Hay.
Good morning, Taos High. Welcome, classmates, parents, siblings, grandparents, friends, teachers, and Taos High School staff. Today, I humbly stand before what I think is the greatest graduating class in Taos High School history. Greatest is the truth. As I look out at this wonderful collection of talented individuals, I see academic geniuses, numerous state champions, people with the will to clear their own path, and shared instinct to fight. The fight in every one of you is what really makes this class so great. You fought and clawed your way up, and now you are here. The world watches you with admiration because you are the embodiment of greatness. I have heard many stories about the effects of COVID and how it ruined everything for students, but not from the class of 22. Smooth seas never made a strong sailor. You didn't quit, and you didn't throw away all your hard work. You worked your butt off, and now you're here. Your grit is a charismatic force that binds this community together. I've wanted to quit. I've wanted to give up and blame the world. But how could I do that and still look myself in the mirror when none of you did? I'm so proud of every single one of you, and you should be too. This class has taught me that if you are focused on one tree, you will never be able to see the whole forest. Today, you validate your dreams. Forget a mundane life where you rot in a career, relationship, or lifestyle that doesn't suit your greatness. Surpass your limits and become whatever the younger you dreamed of. Your dreams are not corny, lame, or irrelevant. They are the greatness which defines this class. Keep the fire in your hearts, because there is only one person on this earth who can become the person that you want to be, and that's you. You've got to get up right now and be that person you want to be. We're all going to make it. That's it. You only live this life once, so don't be afraid to fail. Before I step down from this stage, I would like everyone to cry out in triumph for the whole world to hear. Let the world know that the class of 22 is resilient and is going to change things in a positive way. Would everyone present please join me in a unified shout on 3? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah! Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure growing up with you guys. I have no regret. And thank you, of course, to all the teachers and staff who have put their souls into teaching, guiding, and keeping us safe. Before I sign off today, I'd also like to wish my mom a happy birthday, which is coming up in a few days. So if everyone would say it with me, happy birthday, Mom. Lou out.
Thank you, Louis. At this time, I would like to introduce Bethany Celestino, who will share her words of wisdom with us.
The education system is failing students every day. Technology evolves while the system remains the same. Students are taught to be afraid to make mistakes, never challenge ideas, leading them to become narrow-minded. Not ask questions and take tests to determine intelligence. Forced into rank competition with the person next to them rather than teaching to compete with who they were yesterday so they can be better. It undermines their strengths, burns out to the point of giving up, crushing individualism and creativity. It underpays and overworks our teachers and kills the spirit of learning. Show up, sit down for hours, don't speak, do what you're told, read this, regurgitate it on a test, get your grade, and move on. School should be a safe place, an environment for learning and growth. Changes need to be made. The reality is, traditional schooling is leaving students behind. Despite this tremendous adversity, here you are today. No matter what it took, you proved that this system that works against you cannot and will not hold you back. The past couple of years left us in uncertainty and wonder if we could walk this stage. But as Tigers, we were given the opportunities to help us become whoever we aspire to be. As I look at you, I see artists, musicians, dancers, cooks, athletes, travelers, and future professionals in a variety of fields and jobs. It is a fact that our generation is on track to become the most educated group of students, most likely to pursue college and become entrepreneurs. We are the most racially and ethnically diverse generation that has been taught. Our unprecedented adversity of COVID-19 proved our ability to adapt and overcome with technology to continue our education. We left as sophomores and returned as seniors. During this isolation, Gen Z sure got plenty of Z's and held power with the words, "My internet isn't working." And our least favorite time was 11:59. Some of us falling apart came back to school even if we had to stay 6 feet apart, then got to take off our masks and see how much we all had grown. You all should be proud of even the smallest adversities you have faced. Sometimes simply getting up to be here by 7:45 was a challenge. Getting through the days when you felt you could not handle another class, finishing that assignment that seemed impossible, bad decisions that had consequences, experiencing loss, taking care of your siblings, dealing with mental health, working long hours after school, having to go home to difficult situations. In this fast-paced world, we often forget to take time and enjoy the journey. Look at the people around you, your loved ones in the stands. Breathe, feel this moment, and take it all in. Together, we have accomplished so much. We created memorable school events, including the most amazing parade floats, remained full of school spirit, reached our community, and have been socially active in fighting for our educational rights. Do not conform. Your unique characteristics and personal adversities have brought you to this moment. Do not allow any system or people to undermine who you are, the qualities you offer, or underappreciate your individual uniqueness. Each of you holds greatness within. Mientras que mueven a este periodo de incertidumbre en sus vidas, no se esfuercen por lo que viene. Viven el ahora, disfruten el viaje, es más grande que la meta. Siguen agradecidos por nuestra educación y representen cómo podemos cambiar un sistema defecto. Haz lo que te haga feliz, vive la vida que deseas y si no sabes lo que quieres en este momento, encontrarás la respuesta. Yo creo en ti. As you move into this period of uncertainty in your life, do not strive for what is coming. Live in the now. Enjoy the journey. It is greater than the goal. Let us continue to be grateful for our education and represent how we can change a broken system. Do what makes you happy. Live the life you desire. If you don't know what you want right now, you'll find the answer. I believe in you. As someone who struggled with mental health, I want you all to know you have a friend in me. You are loved and never alone. Keep going, dream big. Il ne personne comme la classe de 2022. No hay nadie como el clase de 22. There is no one like the class of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Bethany. That was beautiful. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the privilege of listening to Mariachi El Tigre as they perform a few songs for us under the direction of Mr. Norbert Martinez.
a buscar un rinconcito en el cielo para llevar a mi amor. Voy a buscar un rinconcito en el cielo para escondernos tú y yo. Un rinconcito en el cielo, juntas unidos las dos. Y cuando caiga la noche, te daré mi amor. En el cielo para llevar a mi amor. Voy a buscar un rinconcito en el cielo para escondernos tú y yo. Un rinconcito en el cielo, juntos unidos las dos. Y cuando caiga la noche, te daré mi amor. Un rinconcito en el cielo, juntos unidos las dos. Y cuando caiga la noche, te daré mi amor.
Thank you, Mr. Martinez and Mariachi El Tigre, for that wonderful performance. I would now like to introduce Taos High's valedictorian, Robert Gersten.
What's good, everybody? Thank you, Principal Grace, Superintendent Torres, Dean of Students Juliana Matz, and our entire school board for your endless support and dedication to students and our futures. I'll just ignore the fact that I didn't get a seat next to Anna Kayla on the stage. Fellow graduates, faculty, parents, family, friends, and old people who just come to these things, welcome. And please join me in giving a big round of applause to the Taos High School class of 2022. Someone bet me $20 my speech couldn't make people cry, so I was considering if I should just read a few quotes from the Odyssey and then show a picture of Miss Matz making her Grinch face. You know what face. And you know, next thing you know, the entire class would be bawling their eyes out, remembering the horror. Seriously though, we need everyone who had a paper shredded by Matz to form a line on the left side of the field here. We have Hyatt ready for the mandatory counseling. That includes everybody in the stands too. On the topic of trauma, I'd like to say how thankful I am that we are back to an open graduation with a full audience. God knows I wanted to speak in front of as many people as possible today. But don't get me wrong, I take my task today very seriously. When Matz told me over a month ago that I would have the honor of speaking at graduation, I prepared with the same intensity that we all devoted to important papers over the last 4 years. So, late last night, I began. I pounded 2 Red Bulls and a bag of hot Cheetos, then headed over to my desk, where I scrolled through Instagram for an hour, played a few rounds of Call of Duty, and then, at 1:37 this morning, I began writing the speech that I read before you all today. To my fellow graduates, look at us. Hey, look at us. Who would have thought? Not me. Definitely not Matt's. After I showed her the first draft of this speech, she said, "Robbie, I'm not going to let you get canceled at your high school graduation." We're outside, here today, lucky enough to be taking in the hot sun, realizing all of our nicest clothes are going to be soaking with sweat by the time this thing's over. So I'd like to give another thank you to the 53% of my class who voted to wear black today. You all brought this upon yourselves. Now for the boring part. Legendary college basketball coach John Wooden once said, "The true test of a person's character is what they do when no one is watching." So, what did we do when no one was watching? Wouldn't you all like to know? Well, for starters, as every graduate here can tell you except for Josh, we were not reading the Odyssey. We weren't listening to any adults' advice, and we were definitely not doing a single thing on skinny days. So, to get a real understanding of the character of Taos High's class of 2022 and all the people who helped us get to where we are today, I thought it would be a really nice idea to make a list of the 22 things we did when no one was watching. Unfortunately, I have a hard time narrowing things down and making decisions, so here's a list of the 27 things we did when no one was watching. When nobody was watching, we were reviewing notes one more time before the exam just to make sure we knew everything. We were rehearsing presentations in the mirror, revising essays. When nobody was watching, we were all staring at Mr. Hahn's glasses, wondering, how thick is too thick? It's never too thick. We were helping friends through tough times and getting through challenges of our own. When nobody was watching, we came to practices early and stayed late to get more touches in. After big wins, when nobody was watching, we were consoling our opponents before celebrating. And after tough losses, we were picking up our teammates rather than putting them down. On rides home from games, in the back of the bus, when nobody was watching, we were... Matt said I had to take this joke out. I guess it was part of the whole don't get canceled thing or some nonsense like that. Shout out my boys. A lot of our unseen actions occurred at home. When nobody was watching, we were spark noting the Odyssey. I'm joking. When nobody was watching, we were schmooping the Odyssey. We were getting our brothers and sisters ready for school, even when we weren't ready ourselves. Helping them with their homework, making sure they knew we were always there for them. On that touching note, how about our parents? When nobody was watching, they spent half of their adult lives driving us around. What else were our parents doing when nobody was watching? Just loving us still, even though we just crashed the car, forgot to take the chicken out of the oven, and accidentally bought $50 of new skins on Candy Crush. Sorry, Mom, I thought it was a free trial. When nobody was watching, our parents were up late relearning our math homework so that they might actually be able to help this time. They were endlessly supporting us, even when we acted like we didn't want any support. They were at home worrying if we were going to be okay. And what about our teachers, the coaches, nurses? How about the custodians and the cooks, the EAs, the counselors, the secretaries? What were they all doing when nobody was watching? Just everything. When nobody was watching, teachers were helping us with our work during their lunch break, assigning papers we knew they'd never read, and giving us worksheets with questions we knew they couldn't answer themselves. When nobody was watching, Dr. T was dressing up in the tiger costume and growling at herself in the mirror. She said it was just for practice, though. In all seriousness, the sacrifice of our faculty is as unrecognized and underappreciated as any. When nobody was watching, the teachers were coaching, coaches were paying for our meals and soccer socks, custodians were disinfecting every corner of the school like a bajillion times a week, cooks were making 500,000 meals during online school to be taken to homes for kids they'd never seen and whose gratitude they would likely never feel. When nobody was watching, our faculty were devoting their time and energy towards watching us smile and grow. This list isn't limited to Taos High School. For more than 2 years, our healthcare workers have been on the front lines as we battle a global pandemic. But courage is contagious, and now firefighters and volunteers are on the front lines fighting fires in our communities as we speak. Their selflessness and bravery demonstrate exactly what John Wooden meant about our true character. When nobody was watching, we were growing as a community. We were panic buying the remaining 10 packages of toilet paper. If you want to see how far we've come, remember that 2 years ago, the only thing humanity could agree on is that we absolutely needed something comfortable to wipe our asses with. Despite all the change, one thing that has remained consistent is our sacrifice for each other. When nobody was watching, we were sheltering in place, flattening the curve. We were masking up to protect others. When nobody was watching, we were social distancing and working from home, separated but united by the hardship. When nobody was watching, we were brought together by the struggles, 6 feet apart but never closer. We are the class of 2022. We can endure a global pandemic while also dominating what was supposed to be the most confusing, fast-changing, and intimidating time of our lives, high school. If we did all this with nobody watching, imagine the possibilities of what we can do together with everybody watching. Thank you.
Thank you, Robbie. And now for the main event. Now a few words from Miss C.J. Grace, principal at Taos High School. Miss Grace, would you please come forward?
Thank you, Anna Kayla. One moment before my comments, I would like to present to you a song, an original song, written and performed by Miss Anna Kayla Trujillo, entitled Letter to Me, and dedicated to the class of 2022.
Look into the future. How do we define it? It's blurry looking out that way, but openly invited. 'Cause it's the mistakes that bring you closer to who you wanna be. It's not as bad as you might think. They only give you clarity. I'll make a promise to myself, to those that love me, wish them well. Never forget patience is key. This is my letter to me. Making sure I make time for living in the moment. Accept the things I cannot change, but don't let it go unnoticed. 'Cause we have the chance to make things different. If that's who you wanna be. We all have a purpose here. You're a part of history. I'll make a promise to myself, to those that love me, wish them well. Never forget patience is key. This is my letter to me. It's hard to imagine yourself when you get older. There's so much you can't control. We won't know until it's over. If I could talk to me 10 years from now, what would I say? How do I live day to day? I'd hope that everything's okay. I'll make a promise to myself, to those that done me, wish them well. Never forget patience is key. This is my letter to me. Look into the future. How do we define it? It's blurry looking out that way. Gonna openly invite it. Out that way. Gonna openly invite it.
Thank you, Anna Kayla. If you'd like to check out the song and the video that accompanies it, it's posted on the district website. Class of 2022, the class of 2022. No longer seniors, but graduates. Graduation and commencement. Graduating from high school, an ending, and commencement, a new beginning. This day is yours. This day is for you. This day is to celebrate all that you have accomplished. Your time in high school has been like no other in the midst of a global pandemic and times of unrest that have challenged communities to think deeply about who they are and how they support people. People have experienced unimaginable challenges in their daily lives, and you have demonstrated grace, poise, and grit as you have showed up over and over. helping us to return from remote learning and never complaining about the things that we asked of you to help reopen the high school. Through your dedication and hard work, you scored countless wins both on the athletic fields and in the academic arena. You helped us bring back traditions like homecoming with the parade, the dance, and the bonfire, and you made us proud at the Governor's STEM Challenge and Envirothon. What is commencement? It's a rite of passage, a recognition of what you have accomplished and what you are leaving behind, and where you are headed as you begin your next big adventure. If you ask your teachers what they hope for you to accomplish in high school, none of the replies would sound like traditional school accomplishments. Nothing that would approach education as a system or box ticking or seat time. Their answers would focus on the thoughtful, engaged, and caring individuals that we know you to be. This looks and sounds very different in every classroom, from Han to Sandoval, from Rael to Valdez, from Leonard to Nicholson, but the underlying construct is the same. It's founded on the premise that learning, showing up, your identity, and your community matter. Your friends and family have been on hand to encourage and support you since the beginning. Your high school diploma of excellence is a hard-won and well-earned accomplishment. Before the pandemic, we embarked on a project where we asked teachers what they hoped for in a portrait of a Taos High School graduate. And their answers, surprisingly, were very similar. This was surprising because, well, ask the students. We are all fiercely independent, and it is rare for us to all get in one line. The characteristics of individuality, creativity, and curiosity would be the foundation upon which everything else is built. You embody this, and we are proud of you. Pursue your passions, be curious, be kind, and continue learning. You have the skills to adapt and grow, to meet the challenges you face. Your community is here to support you. Choose the stance that you wish to have in the world as you go forward, and remember both who you are as a Taos Tiger and to bring your wisdom back to help your community become stronger. I'd like to close with a quote from Albert Einstein. There are two ways to live your life. One is though nothing is a miracle, and one is though everything is. I wish you nothing but miracles. With that, Superintendent Dr. Lillian Torres, Taos Municipal School Board of Education, Taos High School staff, ladies and gentlemen, I, Cynthia Jane B. Grace, Principal of Taos High School, certify that all of the graduates have met the requirements as set forth by the New Mexico Public Education Department and the local school board. Felicidades y enhorabuena, class of 2022. Go Tigers.
Good morning, seniors, parents, staff members, and community. Thank you so much for supporting our students this year and coming this morning. These students have worked hard for 4 years to earn this incredible achievement, graduation. We know now more than ever that education is the key to open doors to opportunity, success, and a great career, and can lead to a great quality of life. Seniors, you've done amazing work in getting through this challenging time of the pandemic, fires around us, and so much more. I am so proud of you. I want you to know that you are now poised to move to the next level of your lives, no matter what challenge is upon us now. You are strong, resilient, and persistent. I want you to seize this moment and don't be afraid to take a risk and go pursue your dreams. Remember, live with your life with integrity, dignity, and always listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. I wish every one of you graduating today the best in your future endeavors, in all that you pursue in your career. I would like to thank our parents, grandparents, who are so important to us, and especially our teachers and our support staff for their hard work in preparing these seniors to move on to a successful college and career experience. So everybody please stand and have a standing ovation. Let's give everybody a standing ovation, because it took every single person here today to graduate these seniors. Every single one of you, thank you so much. Seniors, I love you all. I wish each of you a life full of love, faith, and honor. Go out and pursue your dreams, and remember, don't forget to serve your community. I wanted to say, most of you know that I will be retiring on August 31st, and I wanted to tell you that it's been an honor to serve my wonderful Taos Pueblo, and I will never ever forget this wonderful experience at Taos Municipal Schools. And lastly, I would like to thank my board for their hard work and diligent long hours that you don't see how many hours they put in to support me in making sure that this district has thrived for the past 8 years through the pandemic and everything else we've gone through. And the last thing I want to say is good luck to my beautiful seniors. Thank you.
I always get the fun part. So, are you guys ready? Are you ready? You're usually a lot louder than that. Okay, let's get started. Come around this way, guys. Melissa Noel Adams. Jesse David Alvidres. Ileana Rose Archuleta. Aristotle William Arambidi. Jamie Mariah Arredondo. Anaí Miquela Aviles. Destiny Shania Baca. Selena Bales. Eduardo Bernal. Emelina Luz Brower Perkowska. Sonia Cabrera. Kagome Carpenter. Andrew Kaler. John Kaler. Bethany Hope Celestino. Eloisa T. Chuiki. Dominic Chacon. Uriel Chavez Diaz. Alyssa Cisneros. Sebastian Mark Comtois. Okay. Okay, second line. Kaylee D. Conklin. Esperanza Contreras. Annalise Cordova. Juan Cordova. Angela Sierra Cortez. Daniela E. Cortez. Michael B. Cruz. Seth Elijah Daneman. Chantel Lacey Dietrich. Taylor Dean Donaldson. Adelaide E. Driver. Michaela Dunham. Larissa Danielle Dudon. Chantal Isabella Enriquez. Leslie Alejandra Espinosa. Jonathan Christopher Evans. Lucas Phyllis. Yanni Maya Flaherty. Natalia Agustina Flores. Jaden Flores Winters. Angelica A. Fresques. Odalis Alondra Galindo Prieto. Brianna Galvan Martinez. Angelina D. Garcia. Angelina Elizabeth Garcia. Erica Elizabeth Garcia. Maria Cristina Garcia. Ryan Andrew Garcia. Marlena Elise Gherkin. Robert Gersten. Grace Maria Goler. Warren J. Gomez. Jaylyn Marie Gonzalez. Jameson T. Gonzalez. Joshua Michael Gonzalez. Noel Good. Nathaniel E. Graham Marquez. Keenan Hugh Graywolf. Elias Wayne Griego. Jesse Mateo Gutierrez. Okay. Go ahead and sit down. Nathaniel J. Gutierrez. Olivia Govey. Ben Hastings. Louis Alexander Hay. Lillian Scarlett Henderson. Isabella Elena Herrera. Matthew Herrera. Gray Cortland Hinson. Isaiah M. Gentet. Alani Shanti Hiron. Benjamin David Kalish. Coda Thomas Kestner. Skylar N. Law. Grace Lee Lerner. David R. Lewis. Karime Limas. María Elena Feliz Lucero. Nicholas Lujan. Preston K. Lujan. Roberta Rayanne Lujan. Danica Mares. Dominic Marquez. Destiny Mariah Martinez Alcala. Anthony Jason Martinez. Danielle Claire Martinez. Diamond Jean C. Martinez. Isabella Marguerite Marisol Martinez. Jacob Alexander Martinez. Michaela Angelica Esperanza Martinez. Jimmy Ray McBride. Arleth Gabriela Medina Aguirre. Devin Medina. Kyan Memmer. Cyrus Sebastian Alder Metcalf. Jeremy Alejandro Mondragon. Matthew Tyler Mondragon. Moises L. Mondragon. Aaliyah G. Montoya. Eric Andres Montoya Jr. Thank you. Kaylee Evangelina Montoya Motzinger. Fernando Morales. Marika Michelle Moyer. Oscar A. Munoz. Nayeli Nieto. Isabella Montagna O. Donald Silverberg. I made him. Cameron Rose Olson. Marissa Davina Ortega. Anthony Paul Padilla. Isabella Honey Pemberton. Isabella, oh, sorry, I was going to tell you again, Isabella. Byron Fernando Perez. Madeline Elizabeth Quintana. Mariana Guadalupe Quintana. Roman A. Quintana. Anali Ramirez. Sarah Grace Randall. Frankie Rivera. Alfredo Rodriguez. Brianna L. Romero. Caitlin Flor Rose Romero. Lilith Safford. Brianna Marie Salazar. Esteban Andrés Salazar. Unique Amor Salazar. Matea Amor Salazar. Simone Salazar Behrens. Juan Eliam Santos Sanchez Yescas. Hold on here, come on. Congratulations. Aviana Justine Sanchez. Kendra Sandoval. Dominic Michael Cias. Daniel Silva. Marlon Jesse Stosel. Giovanna Alyssa Struck. Matthew Joseph Swasso. Hunter Evan Tafoya. Alden Manuel Torres III. Georgia Pearl Torres. Melanie A. Torres. Ana Kayla M. Trujillo. Angelina E. Trujillo. Christine Marie Trujillo. Delilah Y. Trujillo. Mariana Adelia Trujillo. Alicia Marie Valencia. Feliz Inés Vázquez. Iris G. Vega Salgado. Mark Angelo Velarde. Ashlyn Alexa Vigil. Isaiah Daniel Vigil. Michaela Leanne Vigil. Jacqueline Withers. All right, family, friends, community members, I'd like to introduce you to the graduated class of 2022. Stand up, guys. Woo! Oh, let's go. You can throw them now. Be safe, guys. Congratulations.
Get money twice. I'm from the dirty, but that Chico nice. Y'all call it a moment. I call it life.
One day while the Thank you.